Woke up to the sunrise, feeling brand new. The world's so wide, and I'm ready to break through. The road's calling my name, it's a wild, sweet sound. Every step I take, I'm just turning it around. I've seen the mountains, the oceans, the skies. Every sunrise paints a new surprise. City so far, I'm chasing the dream of who we are.
I've just started a trip which is 18 days around the world, so I'm going to circumnavigate the world in 18 days instead of 80. Only a few stops, it's not many stops, but I'm just going to go all the way around. Started off here in Doha, Qatar. Behind me is Flag Plaza, which I've just checked out. It's okay, it's just loads of flags. Potentially every country's flag. Not 100% sure. It doesn't look like there's enough for every country. It's just gone 7 o'clock in the morning. I left yesterday, which was day one from London. Just got here in Doha. Can't check into my hotel yet. I've got quite a few hours to kill. I'm tired. It was a night flight. I've only had a couple of hours sleep, if that. My current plan is explore what I can of Doha in the morning, get back to the hotel, try and check in about midday, get a bit of sleep, go out, explore a bit more. I'm here for 2 days, so I should see most of what I want to see here, but this whole trip is going to be quite exhausting. There's going to be a lot of night flights, a lot of very early starts, doing different tours, so I am going to be exhausted. It's also going to be very, very expensive. Possibly the most expensive trip I've ever done, mainly because of the tail end of the trip is going to be a very, very expensive country that I didn't realise how expensive it is nowadays. At the moment it's about 28 degrees, which I can handle. I can handle 28 degrees, it's fine. But today it's meant to go up to 38 degrees. And again, I can handle that, but I can't be walking the streets all day in 38 degrees heat. So I'm going to do what I can now, while it's a bit cooler and while I've got some time to kill. I'm now at Doha Old Port, which is the older part of Doha, although this part doesn't look so old. But as I go around, I'm going to go through to the MENA district, which is meant to be really pretty, really cool, and it's not that far from where my hotel is. Have to admit, the temperature is slowly getting hotter, and I can deal with it at the moment. But oh my god, it's not even 8 o'clock yet. And I know that I'm going to struggle in this heat. As it's still so early, there's nothing open here, but it looks like they've converted a lot of the container units into different shops and tourist advice places, little cafes, but nothing's open just yet. As I'm making my way to the MENA district, you kind of come past this big opening of water. I don't quite know what you'd call it, but that appears to be the new city, which I'll definitely explore either a bit later today or tomorrow afternoon. But I think it used to just be desert, most of this country, and it's just suddenly started to build up over the last 10, 20 years with all these huge buildings, hotels, resorts, all sorts. I mean, so far I've not really interacted with many people, but it seems like quite a nice place. I probably don't agree with a lot of the laws or certain opinions that people may have here, but I think whenever you're in a new country you have to respect their laws if you want to visit. Taxi was quite cheap from the airport. It was only about a 10-minute drive, but it cost about £4, £5 max. So although this is meant to be an older part of the city, it has definitely all been done up in recent times. Obviously it's older buildings that have just been painted really bright, nice colours. There's quite a lot of street art as well, and I do love street art if it's done in the right way. Just a shame that everything is closed at the moment because it's so early. And it even brings you back down to the harbour area with this beautiful view behind me. But it's like a ghost town here right now. There's a few people cleaning the streets, but that's it. I mean, I'm guessing things are probably going to open till about 9 or 10 o'clock. So if I have time, I might always come back here tomorrow afternoon to see what it's like when it's open. But there is something I love about walking around a city when it's still quite quiet and you can avoid all the crowds. It's gone 8:30. I thought a few things might be open by now. I started to head back towards my hotel and the museum. The museum opens at 9. This behind me is the Pearl Monument, which is meant to be amazing. It obviously isn't working at this moment in time. There seems to be some guy cleaning it. So this isn't too far from the museum, so I could always have a wander over here later on and see if it's working then. And this is the National Museum of Qatar. The outside's really impressive. Apart from this bit, which looks a bit shit. Whether or not it's meant to be fountains here working as well, I'm not sure. But the entrance is around the other side. So I've been out in the sun for maybe an hour and a half. And yeah, it's not even peak heat yet. It's not even 9 o'clock. And I need some shade. So museum opens very soon. I want to go inside to get a bit of shade. There isn't a lot of shade where I've walked so far. So it's just like you're out in the blazing sun if you're walking around here. I think the museum is about to open and it's going to be inside. So that's a plus. But the whole architecture around here is pretty awesome. It's quite a new museum from my understanding. But it's got this kind of whole kind of architecture all around. As you come out of the exhibitions, you come across this, which is the old palace, which has been destroyed a few times over the years, so it is kind of newly renovated. Oh God, it's good to get into some shade again. So it was nice and cool in the museum. I've been outside for literally a minute and it is hot, 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 hot. So the museum's been interesting. I'll be honest, I'm not great with museums. I went through it quite quickly. Having said that, a lot of the people that were behind me or just in front of me have all come out at similar times as well. There's quite a lot to see in there. If you want to learn about the history of Qatar or the history of Doha, yeah, you'll find it in there. So it appears there was a pirate ship inside the museum, which I missed. Damn it. Maybe it's for kids anyway. And behind me now, we've got the Pearl Monument. So the Pearl Fountain still wasn't working. A bit further down, a bit further to the west, you'll find this giant pearl. Pearls are quite important here from my understanding. There's a lot of pearl divers, and I think it's one of the best souvenirs you can get, but it's very expensive, so that is not one of the souvenirs I'll be getting. Also just here is the Doha docks, which is sort of like the old fashioned boats, and you can actually do cruises even at night time, which look really, really beautiful. I don't know if I'm going to have time to do that, but if I do, then maybe I'll give it a go. So I think I'm in the area of Souk Waqif, if I pronounce that right. I probably pronounced it completely wrong. And this is where there's lots of touristy shops, souvenir shops, but I think it's quite good bargains here. If you sort of barter a little bit, you might be able to get a good bargain. I have got my souvenir already. I've got a desert rose, which I got from the museum gift shop. I have read it's more expensive at the museum gift shop than it would be here, but at least I know it's genuine. It looks quite nice. It was in a box and I saw one and I thought, sod it, I'll get it now. But I think you can get them for half the price around here. So it's similar sort of stuff on sale that you'd get in Marrakesh, when I was in Oman, where else? Egypt. Very similar, a lot of tacky souvenirs, but a lot of local stuff for sale, as well as some like really cool antique type stuff here. There's like a boat there. I mean, there's like some really cool trunks, like treasure chests and things that look genuine and look like antiques. Obviously, they're not the sort of things that I can buy and get back home, unfortunately. This is the best souk I've been to, I think, ever, in terms of there being no pressure, no aggression. You're not being harassed the whole time to try and buy goods, which is so nice. Behind me now is a giant gold thumb. I don't think it's made out of solid gold. I'm not even convinced it's coated in real gold. But yeah, this is right in the middle of the souk. I'm not too sure what the significance is. I can't see any signpost or anything to say what the significance is either, and I haven't got Wi-Fi to check it up online. Behind me now is Doha Fort, but I can't work out how to get in. I've kind of gone round. I can't find the entrance. I'm going to try down here, just in case it's along here. So I have been around and around this fort, and I can't find any entrance whatsoever. No sign of any other tourists, no signs, nothing to say it's Doha Fort apart from my Google Maps. It did say it opened at 9 o'clock, but it doesn't look like it's even open to tourists at all. So maybe it's not even a tourist site, I don't know.